Welcome to World's Finest, the weekly DC Comics review. As always, I am Phil, and with me is the lovely Miss Lilith Hellfire.
Hey, DC Nation, what's up?
So you said you didn't get that many books this week?
Oh, I said I only got all number 2s. Wonder Woman's officially off my pull list for now.
So, but you said Harley Quinn was off your pull list permanently?
Well, it's only a 6-shot, so the Harley Quinn Power Girl is only a 6-shot, and the regular Harley Quinn is definitely off my pull list.
Oh, I was talking about the regular Harley Quinn because I got that this week. Oh my god, I'm about ready to do the same thing.
Justice League's been off my pull list. I've only been casually kind of thumbing through it.
Ew.
I don't care about the Dark Side Wars. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I think you made the right choice with Harley Quinn. I mean, this issue, her and her group are battling this. He's a sailor who ate some, aliens, and he gets all strong. Get it? A sailor who eats something green and gets all strong.
Yeah, and I bet you they probably said it just like that in the comic book too.
Maybe not in so many words, but then to try to defeat him, Harley eats some of it, and all she does is hallucinate that she's like a pirate who has to rescue Poison Ivy, who's a mermaid from the Joker.
How did I know Poison Ivy was going to come up when we're talking about green stuff that gets you high? How did I know?
Yeah, no beaver jokes this time, but she, like I said, she's hallucinating. Poison Ivy's a mermaid. She's like, it smells like a seafood buffet, and Ivy's like, that never bothered you before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So,
what would you give that as a grade?
I'm gonna have to get a little Hellfire and give it a 1, I think.
Wow.
That's the lowest I've ever gone.
I just want to say that there's like, this should have been a really good week for DC comic books. It's 13 issues that are out, and all of them are DC. None of them are Vertigo or any other imprint. A majority of them are number 2s, and the 2s that I read are pretty good, but I don't know. That Justice League, that Wonder Woman, and that Wonder Woman, Superman Wonder Woman, it was just kind of panned on like 6 places that I kind of read reviews at. I won't mention the names. I won't call y'all out like that, but yeah. It was interesting.
And you said you have no interest in the Dark Side War?
No. And I guess that's going to be going on for quite a while, right?
I don't know if they're having like a series of one-shots to fill on. I guess a bunch of the Justice League are going to, I don't know if they're taking the place of some of the new gods, because at the end of Just 42, they need answers. They can't get it out of Metron, so they pull Metron out of his chair. Batman jumps in the chair, and basically like the new Metron.
Oh, it wasn't Lex Luthor?
Yeah, no. Yeah, not in this version, no.
It's funny.
Yeah, no. The last page is Batman in the chair saying, I'm a god now.
Oh, dear God.
The one thing that does scare me, the next to last page, I guess Batman's testing the chair because he's like asking him questions. He's like, who killed my parents? He's like, yeah, Joe Chill, that's right. Then he goes, what's the Joker's true name?
Oh, no.
And he goes, a big, no, that's not possible.
Oh, man, that means I'm going to have to read the next Justice League, isn't it?
I don't know if they're going to tell you in the next Justice League, but do you think they're going to come out with in the next year or so a definitive origin for the Joker? Because now, I guess, unless he forgets when he gets out of the chair, Bruce Wayne now knows the Joker's real name.
I think they might actually do it because I heard, like, I don't believe what the kid from Shameless, Cameron, whatever, said that he's going to be the Joker in Gotham. But I feel like that's, like, the last puzzle piece. And I don't think that the Joker needs a definitive backstory, but of course the suits probably feel that way. And if anything goes wrong, they can erase it. I mean, there's no continuity anymore, so anything goes.
Do you think they're going to time it to come out around the same time as the Killing Joke animated movie?
I think so.
It's going to be a big Joker month or something. Oh.
Or they could just say it was a dream at the end of it. Who knows?
I'll give it a 3, I guess. Yeah. I mean, nothing really, except for what I just told you, nothing else really happened that didn't happen last issue.
They're stuck in a loop, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if they're spinning their wheels or whatever. I don't know.
Well, that's unfortunate. Did you read? I know you probably did at least one number 2, which is Robin, Son of Batman.
Yes, I did.
I have to read it now because it's having a huge... I read 1 and 2 because it's a huge crossover with Gotham Academy and We Are Robin, and I'm actually reading those other 2. So I guess I kind of want to know what's going on.
Okay, so Yeah, I know. I recommended when number 1 came out. So what did you think of 1 and 2?
I thought one was an interesting take. He wasn't such a whiny little bratty baby. I like the mystery that's going on. It's still average because it's Damien, and I just don't like seeing the R on his chest. So he should be like his own like character, his own hero slash anti-hero. It just Damien and Robin just don't mesh well with me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
You think the book should be Damien, grandson of Ra's al Ghul?
I mean, I'm totally fine now with him, being the son of Batman and everything, but like just make him his own like anti-hero, like come up with something new. Like I just don't understand why it has to be Robin.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how dark of an identity they can give him. He's 10 years old.
Well, wasn't the original Robin like 9 when he started?
Yeah.
And he has this whole history of blood and stuff, which is what I'm interested in, the mystery of it all. And number 2, I love the artwork. It was very macabre, very Constantine-esque without the purple, but very Constantine-esque with the shading and the darkness. And I like that. That's the best thing that it has going for it for me personally.
Do you think the point of this series is to kind of redeem Damien in the eyes of, like, people like you who maybe don't appreciate any Robin?
I definitely think that's what it is, but I actually wouldn't mind exploring what we're doing kind of in this issue, the legacy of the Al Ghuls and stuff. Like that should be his purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and not so much on the Bruce Wayne side of it. I think that the legacy of Ra's al Ghul is very interesting, and he's really the only person left to tell it. Right? That's what they would have us believe.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I enjoyed this issue definitely more than I did number 1. And I'll keep reading it till the crossover. It'll stay on the pull list till that happens.
So, what would your grade be?
Oh, this is definitely a 3.
Okay. I'll go 3.5. But yeah, I do agree with you. I do believe it was better than the first issue. I was gonna say number 2's. Did you pick up Dr. Fate number 2?
I did. I regretted it.
Huh?
I don't know. I just don't feel this college schmuck shtick at all. Like, I just can't for the life of me. Can we just get the old Dr. Fate back?
Yeah.
Old Dr. Fate is my jam.
I mean, they can clean this book up. Quit whining. Give him a real Dr. Fate costume and, get to some action, something, instead of him just sitting there being a whiny crybaby.
No, and then, like, this has the unfortunate award of worst comic book cover of the week. Not just DC. I'm talking all the covers that I saw this week. It looks like somebody's taking a poop on his head.
Oh.
He's looking at the cover like, well, she's not wrong.
Yeah, I have it right in front of me. Yeah, guess you're right.
I don't know. Like I said, the college whiny baby schlacker shtick is wearing my patience. This title has exactly one more issue to do something fabulous, or you're gone. You're fired.
I agree with that.
I'm not playing around anymore. Like, if I don't like it, 3 issues is all you get. You're gone. I have very little patience with DC this time around.
Dr. Fate, I will cut you from my list, just like Justice League United. Hey, the email went out as soon as we were done last week. I told my guy, take this off my list.
Yeah, Dr. Fate it's a hot mess right now, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a Dr. Fate meets Dr. Fate, that the original Dr. Fate kills him and takes his place.
Absorbs him something.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping for, because I'm not feeling this. Did we get the definitive? This is definitely an Earth 2 character.
I was looking for that all through this issue. I mean, the name and everything's the same, but yeah, they still haven't come out and said Earth 2. It's DC. It doesn't matter. Continuity, remember? It doesn't matter.
But it does kind of matter. Like I said, because if it's just a rehash of something they already did, then that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the point of rebooting if you're just literally doing the same? You know what they say the definition of insanity is, right? Repeating the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So, moving on to something good.
Well, I'll give that a 2.5. What did you give it?
You know what? I actually very much agree with you. So. It's a shame. 1 had potential. 2 is like, oh, we're still doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, spinning our wheels in issue 2. Not a good sign.
That's my main problem these days. It's like, pick a direction and go in it. let's keep up the theme of number twos. Well, that's all I have left. But did you get Martian Manhunter number 2?
Of course I did. I like this one, actually.
Oh, because your favorite person was in it, Admiral Friday Superman.
Well, it's unfortunate that he's going through this thing in his life, and now that Martian Manhunter has his own title again, that they can't actually commiserate together. They're like, Superman is just determined to piss off everybody in his life. Like I don't get Casual Friday Superman's motivations at all. It's unfortunate, but I did enjoy it. They kind of got some things out in the air, I guess. I'm liking Martian Manhunter so far. How about you?
I don't know. I'm kind of a little confused on some things, but I'm enjoying it. So do you think he looks like he killed himself, but do you think he's going to like put himself back together and he'll be more in his own head maybe once he puts himself back together?
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting choice for issue number 2. It's just like, oh, we're doing this already. Okay. But yeah, definitely one of the best number 2s I've read so far. So.
Okay, what did you grade Martian Manhunter?
It's a 3.
3? Yeah, I got 3. All right, I got one book left, and I bet it's the one you were talking about. Black Canary number 2.
This one was good, but my pick of the week, the highest rated one, is actually Green Lantern Lost Army. I'm still enjoying that story, but we can talk about Black Canary because I was very tentative about this change. A lot of people who used to write Black Canary were. I read a lot of their blogs. I follow a lot of them on Twitter. I know some of them personally, and they were like voiced their concerns very publicly. And then when issue number 1 came out, they were like, "Oh, it's good." They were worried about her losing herself in the so-called, modernizing of Black Canary. Mm-hmm. I think it's something that the character desperately needed. But they're staying so true to her core characteristics. Like, outside of her powers, I'm talking about, like, her personality. Like, her being actually really, like, a caring person. She's very nurturing. She's very much the mentor in whatever role she finds herself in. And I really enjoy it. She's not as closed off as a lot of the other superheroes, especially the male superheroes. So, they've kept that. And it was a really interesting setup of basically confession time in this issue that I kind of enjoyed.
Yeah, I know when I first saw the previews, I was worried about this series, but I have been enjoying it a lot more than I thought I was going to from the previews. I don't think the previews did it justice.
Not at all. She looks like Jim from Jim and the Holograms in this cover. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, sweetie, no, don't ever do that again. But other than that, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Let me see.
I thought that the punk aesthetic and the artwork worked really great with the narrative, and I hope they continue to do so.
Like I said, the previews at least totally misled me to what this was going to be. But I'm enjoying it. I think I got to give that another 3.5.
I gave this a 4 because it really is not going down the stereotypical road that I was expecting them to go down. So, it gets bumped up for the surprise. And she actually has a lot of depth and complexity compared to all the other, like, outside of Wonder Woman and Starfire, all the other lady characters are just garbage right now. I'm not lying. Like, I'm so serious. Just pure garbage. And I don't know what the hell's going on. But something's got to change. I mean, when I'm dumping Wonder Woman, like, it's something seriously wrong with DC when I am not reading Wonder Woman comics.
When you're dumping Wonder Woman in a Green Lantern book's your pick of the week, something's wrong.
Yeah, something is seriously wrong. There is a disturbance in the force. So.
Millions of nerd boys cried out in anguish.
Oh, yeah. I will say that I did read Doom number 2. I'm not picking up issue number 3. I'm done. I'm out. It's like Deadpool, the Hulk, and angsty, emo, Casual Friday Superman had a baby, and I'm not here for it.
Ooh, yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
He looks like Carnage, and I'm just like, no! Actually, yes, that's more apropos. It looks like Carnage and Hulk had a baby, and I'm just not here for it. Ugh, it was awful. It was a 2.
2?
Yeah, the artwork seems really schmaltzy and, like, I don't know, like, last week's, the last issue, number 1, was a lot better artwork. I don't know what's going on. And they couldn't have possibly changed that quick, could they have? I'm too lazy to look it up, but it feels like they did a change of some sort, and it just didn't jive very well together. You didn't pick up Green Lantern: The Lost Army?
No, I keep meaning to, and I keep forgetting.
Well, you're missing out, sir. You are missing out. The artwork is fabulous. The story is great. And there's no Hal Jordan.
I know. I keep wanting to pick it up, and I keep forgetting. So maybe tonight, maybe I'll even just purchase them digitally or something, which I never do. But I mean, for you to rave about a Green Lantern book, it has to be good.
It really is. Like I said, there's no Hal Jordan. They're very united. It's not a lot of bickering. It's like the Justice League that we like when they're working together towards a common goal, and you're learning this really good character development in every single issue. And did I mention no Hal Jordan?
Yeah, I know. Well, I think that's the main problem the last couple of years. I mean, even with Johns and the guy who came after him, it's just everyone wants to put Hal Jordan in charge, but meanwhile, John Stewart's a better leader.
Hands down, and they actually utilize that in this book. And then the guys that they're going up against, if this helps it all, looks like the Predators from the Predator franchise. It's awesome. And we also have some female representation in the Green Lantern Corps, something that's been missing severely. So, like, I don't know, maybe that's why I'm here for it. I can't put my finger on it. It's just a really good story, really great artwork. Colin Bunn and Jesus Suez are working in tandem together in an amazing way, and I can't believe that I'm gushing about a Green Lantern book. I just really can't.
Wow, Colin Bunn's all over the place, because I know he's writing for Marvel, too.
Yeah, this is a 5, though. This is the pick of the week. If you're not reading this, you need to be reading it. Philip.
Yeah, I think you convinced me. I gotta go out and get this.
So yeah, that is DCU YOU week number 7. 13 issues, pure DC. This should be pure money for them, but I don't know. If you guys are still reading Doomed or Dr. Fate, send in some emails. Give me some hope. Be updated. I'm not wasting my money anymore. Like I told you guys last week, I'm speaking with my wallet, and I'm just I can't hang around to a title that's just not worth it. There's so many other comic books that deserve proper attention and spotlight.
Is that it then?
Unless you want to talk Vixen.
If you want to, sure.
Oh yeah, it's finally got a set date. They got the voice actresses. We know more about it. They're 5 minutes. It's going to be 6 of them, so that's a total of 30 minutes, and I'm really excited for it. And I already have a crack ship. I'm shipping Cisco with Vixen. Can't quite think of a crack ship name for it yet, though.
So did I see, do you have to download an app to watch this?
You should probably download the CW Seed, SEED app. But I believe you can watch it in browser, but I think it's probably special features if you use the app.
Okay.
As how that goes, that's how they get you to download the app, is that there's special content with the app. So I'm going to be watching it in the browser if at all possible, because I don't know. Old school like that.
I don't know. Maybe I'll download the app on my iPad.
So, that's all that I have to talk about. I'm just really excited for it. I think it's a really good idea, and I hope it does well, because I think this could bring young readers to DC. And they need that desperately.
Yeah, they all do.
I don't think Marvel does. I know a lot more young kids that read Marvel than DC.
Yeah, maybe because of the movies and stuff.
Yeah, definitely because of the movies.
Yeah, did you see the previews for Amazing Spider-Man?
Yep, I sure did.
Remind you of anything? Batman Incorporated.
Yeah, seriously. It was crazy. I'm just like, so Spider-Man grew up to be Batman? That sounds about right.
Alright, yeah, like you were saying before, if anyone wants to share their thoughts with us, what are you reading? Are we crazy? Are we dead on? You can email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, like the World's Finest page on Facebook, World's Finest Podcast.
Find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. If you are on Tumblr, please feel free to follow me. I will follow you back. It's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. And, of course, if you are a comic book junkie, which you probably are because you're listening to this, be sure to check out my blog, littlepopculturevulture.blogspot.com. And if you enjoy other DC stuff, maybe you want to check out either Channel 52, which is just the Junior DC Comic Books podcast, or maybe you want to come check out the Flashpoint or Quick Consolidated, which are my Flash and Girl podcast respectively.
That's it, everyone. Come back next week as we guide you through DCU